Hello fans, welcome back to another beautiful day at Falcon Park. 85 degrees, sunny. Today we'll be starting the game in the bottom of the second with no outs, I believe. And up now for your Niagara Power, we have number 9, Cal Brazier. And the first pitch was a ball outside. Next pitch called strike. The game before this that was played between Niagara and Auburn was a rainout in the second inning. That's why this game will have no anthem or no starting first pitch, and we'll start in the bottom of the second. Next pitch, swung, hit to the shortstop. Shortstop has, he's out at first. One down for the Niagara Power. Quick 6-3. Next on deck is Jason Rodriguez, number 23, the catcher. Pitch swung. One strike down. Next pitch fouled back our way. Strike 2. Count 0-2. One down. Next pitch high for a ball. Count 1-2. Your umpires for today are Jeff Wallace behind the plate and Mike Lum as the base umpire. Next pitch. Swung on. Foul tip. Count still 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes as Rodriguez takes warm-up swings. The pitch. Pop up. Center field, caught. 2 down for Niagara Power.
Now batting center fielder, number 17, Brett Johnson.
On deck now, hitting is Brett Johnson, number 17, the center fielder. So he gets ready to hit. The pitch, ball high. 1-0. Time is called as pitcher needs to tie his shoes. Time is resumed. Ball fouled, right field, out of play. Count 1-1. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. A high inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. Foul back our way. 2-2. Pitch on the way. Ball low. Full count to Brett Johnson. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swung. That's a base hit in the gap in between left center for Brett Johnson. Ball thrown in. Stops the run to second base. Runner on first for Niagara. Now batting is number 30, Andrew Stillinger, the DH. Lefty DH. With a runner on first for Niagara. Score is 2-2, by the way, in the bottom of the second. As the rain delay is being made up. Runner gets big. Loose ball. Runner advances. Throw. He's out. That's the third out. What an amazing throw. And that does it for the second inning. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back on Auburn Doubledays Baseball Network.
Fans of the Wiki should root for their opportunities. Look no further than KU Underdog of BOCES with career and technical education programs. BOCES offers dozens of hands-on programs. Visit our website at cayboces.org to find the right fit for you. Fans, we remind you that tonight is $2 burger night for both games. So if you're hungry, head on over to the concession stand for that delicious $2 burger.
Top of the third now here at Falcon Park. Partly cloudy day, but the weather is absolutely beautiful. Batting now for the Doubledays is number 45, Riley Brody. Plays second base as catcher walks back to his position. Top of the third here. Pitch is high for ball one. The pitcher for Niagara Power is number 14, Jacob Smith. Next pitch. Ball's hit out of play. 1-1. Foul ball towards left field side. Next pitch. Inside. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Riley Brody. Brett Johnson worked a fastball inside. The pitch. Swung on. Strike 3. And there's 1 down for the Doubledays as Riley Brody strikes out swinging.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 29, Hazel Martinez.
Now batting for the Doubledays is number 29, Hazel Martinez, the DH. As there is 1 down for the Doubledays. The pitch. That ball is hit, but that is our foul ball our way. Yeah, that loud thunder noise was the ball on the stadium. Woke me up. The pitch. Called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Hazel Martinez. Little slider action by Jacob Smith. Called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Martinez. The pitch. Called strike 3. Looking strike. Backwards K for Hazel Martinez. 2 down for the Auburn Doubledays. 2 strikeouts for Smith. Now is the cleanup batter, Bobby Stang, number 30. The catcher. Let's see what he can do. 2 outs. Get a rally for the Doubledays. The pitch. Called strike. Corner of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Called strike. Tad bit outside. Consistent with the zone. No balls, 2 strikes to Bobby Stang. Fastball, corner of the plate. The next pitch is hit up the middle, center field. Base hit, single for Bobby Stang with 2 outs. See if this gets a rally going for the Auburn Doubledays. The runner on first now. And now batting for the Auburn Doubledays is number 3, A.J. Wenrich, the right fielder. Let's see if he can do something to advance Bobby Stang. Scores 2-2. We got 2 down. Top of the 3rd. Bobby Stang gets off the first base a little bit. Takes a lead. First pitch ball outside. 1-0. Bobby Stang back to first, then takes in a little bit of an advance. Smith gives him a look. Smith in the windup. Pitches. That ball is hit. Out of play. Foul ball. Left field side. Count 1-1 now to Wenrich. Stang takes a little bit of a lead. Smith gives him a look. The pitch. That ball is swung on. Foul ball. Against the screen is the catcher, but it is out of play. Third base side. Ball ricochets off of the stairs, actually. Goes back to Smith. But it is out of play. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down to Wenrich. Umpire gives Smith a new ball. Clouds are starting to pick up here at Falcon Park. Sun disappearing behind a cloud. Still perfect conditions for a baseball game. The pitch. Swung on. That is fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes to Wenrich. See if the right fielder can get a base hit now to advance Stang. Stang takes a little bit of a lead. Smith gives him a look. Smith in the windup, pitches. That ball is hit. Third base. Throw to first is out. 2 strikeout inning for Smith, and then a hit to center field, and then a hit to the third baseman for the 3rd out. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Auburn Doubledays Baseball Network. third. Excuse me, bottom of the third now for Niagara Power. As is the top of the order for them. Andrew Stillinger up to bat, the DH. Number 38. Score is still 2-2. Bottom of the third, the pitch. Called strike. Right on the inside corner of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. To Stillinger. Next pitch. Just a tad bit outside. Called the ball. 1-1. Your pitcher for the Doubledays is Huxley Holcomb, number 28. The pitch. Right down the pipe. That is called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Stillinger. See if the DH can work a hit on 1-2. The pitch. Curveball. Low. Outside. 2-2. 71 miles per hour there. Two to Stillinger. The pitch. Outside. Holcomb loses his hat. 3 balls. 2 strikes. The count is full. Stillinger work a base hit. Ball 4 now. Let's see. The pitch. Strike 3. Down the middle. Caught Stillinger looking. That's 1 down for the Power. Strikeout for Holcomb. Looking. Now batting is the number 2 hitter, Zach Evans. Number 20. Evans, excuse me. The shortstop. See what he can do with 1 out against Holcomb now. The pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. 74 miles per hour. No balls, 1 strike. The next pitch. Check swung. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Holcomb keeps losing his hat. He's throwing really hard. 84 miles per hour there. Sun's starting to come out again as soon as I said the clouds were there. The next pitch. Swung on. That is a strikeout swinging for Holcomb. 2 down now. Can he strike out the side, or with a Power get a base hit to keep Holcomb out there? Another batter. But now batting for the Power is number 44, Jackson Strong, the right fielder. See if he can work a hit, get some runners on for the Power. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. 82 mile per hour. Next pitch. Called strike, down the middle. 1-1. 2 down. Score 2-2. The bottom of the third. The pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on. Pop fly to right field. And that is caught by A.J. Wenrich. So that concludes the bottom of the third. We'll be right back. Top of the fourth now, 2-2. Pitching last inning for Doubledays was Alex Bucalo, number 28, not Holcomb. It's my bad there. But top of the fourth now. Garrett Prosper up to bat. The left fielder, number 16. Smith pitches the pitch outside, ball one. 84 mile per hour. One ball, no strikes. Next pitch, swung on, foul ball our way. One ball, one strike. Today's games will actually be a doubleheader, so this first game will only go till 7 innings. As we started in the bottom of the second. Pitch is low to Prosper, 86 mile per hour, fastball. Count is 2-1 now. Two balls, one strike. The pitch swung on, drilled, but as a foul ball, first base side, 2-2. We have 2-2 now to Prosper. As he calls timeout, steps out of the box. Next pitch, swung on, hit. Second baseman, easy little flip for the out. One down now for the Doubledays. As Prosper hits it to the second baseman. Next batter for the Doubledays is Benji Reese. The extra hitter, number 6, with one down. Against Smith. Pitch called strike. Outside corner of the plate. Reese doesn't like that call. Next pitch, breaking ball. High inside, one ball, one strike. Pitch, swung on, that ball is drilled for a base hit to the center fielder. Reese starting off the inning with a single.
Now batting the first baseman, number 18, Hal Walker Jr.
And now batting for the Doubledays is Hal Walker Jr., number 18. The first baseman with a runner on first now. Let's see if Winker can get a hit to advance him. As Reese gets a little bit of a lead. Off first, Smith gives him a look, another look. The pitch, fall back. No balls, one strike. Reese gets a little bit off first. The next pitch, swung on again. That is another foul ball. No balls, two strikes to Hal Walker Jr. Reese gets off. Smith gives him a look, stare down, wind up. The pitch. Self-defense, little check swing, but did not work his way around as that was called for a ball. One ball, two strikes to Walker. It's a breaking ball for the third pitch. Walker's at bat. Smith stares down Reese again. Reese gets big. Reese goes, but that is a foul ball. First base side. Reese got a really big jump there and headed his way towards second base. One ball, two strikes now. Third foul ball of this at bat. With one down, score 2-2. Top of the fourth. Smith his stance, staring down Reese this time. Reese stares him back. Smith loads, hit. That ball is hit to center field, but is caught. Reese gets back. 2 down now for the Doubledays. Line drive to the center fielder. Easy catch there for Brett Johnson of the Power. 2 down. Now batting for the Doubledays is James Musso, third baseman. Number 2. Smith stares down Reese. Ball's outside for ball 1. Rodriguez collects the ball and intimidates Reese there a little bit as Reese heads back to first, but immediately gets a lead off of first base. Smith gives him a look. 1-0. Next pitch. Ball is hit out of bounds, out of play. First base side. First foul ball of this at bat. Time is called as Smith needs another ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Musso. Reese gets off first base with 2 down. Pitch. Fouled back our way. Second foul ball of the at bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 strikes now. Let's see how aggressive Reese gets at first. Last at bat on 2 strikes. Was stealing second base, but had to go back because of a foul ball. Smith loads. Doesn't even look at Reese. The pitch. Called for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got 2-2 now. Top of the 4th, 2 down. 2-2. That's a lot of 2s right there. Reese gets a little step off of first. The pitch. Called strike 3. Down the middle. Gets Musso looking as that concludes the top of the 4th on a strikeout looking. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th at Falcon Park. Welcome back to the bottom of the 4th, Falcon Park. Clouds keep coming back. Flagpole waving a little bit. Keep getting jinxed here with the clouds. Bigelow pitches. That is swung on. The batter now for the Power is Vincent Morrow, the shortstop, number 2. Swinging first strike. Next pitch. That ball is crushed Deep left field. It's back. That ball is gone. Home run for Vincent Morrow. Score is now 3-2. Niagara Power leading. 1 run. Vincent Morrow, left field, home run. Actually hits the scoreboard. Breaking ball, absolutely crushed to left center field. Power lead now. 3 runs to 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Both teams now have 4 hits each. Absolute bomb for Vincent Morrow. Now batting for the Power is number 41, Billy Morris, the second baseman. First pitch called strike. Next pitch. That ball is crushed to left field. Against the wall. It is a ground. No, it is not. It stays in. It is a double for Billy Morris as the Power get things going early. 2 hits to left field. 1 gone. And the next one against the wall for a double. Right to the scoreboard as well, too. And now batting for the Power is Nick DiCarlo, number 8, in the left field. As Morris gets a little bit of a lead off second base. Bucalo gives him a look, pitches, inside. Morris was halfway down second base there, near third. 1 ball, no strikes to DiCarlo. Next pitch is a strike. 1-1. That ball is crushed to left field. Runner held up at third there. Wild pitch back to home, but runner stays. Time has been called now for the Doubledays with a runner on first and second and no outs. Now batting for Power while the time is called is Andrew Fairbrother, number 13, the extra hitter. Runners on each corner of the base paths. Time is now off as Doubledays make their way back to the positions. Score 3-2, Power in the lead. Bottom of the 4th now. Fairbrother steps up to the plate, the righty. Extra hitter. See if he can work some magic with runners on first and third. No outs. Bucalo has some time to regather his thoughts. The pitch. That ball is swung on. Ball is hit to the second baseman. Flips it. Oh, there's a wild throw to the shortstop. Run scores. Brody with an error as the flip was wild. Score is now 4-2. Power in the lead. Runners on first and second. And batting now for the Power is Cal Brazier, number 9, the first baseman. Runners have a lead now on first and second. Bucalo gives them each a look. The pitch, inside, wild pitch as runners easily advance to second and third now. No outs. Inning for the Doubledays is getting out of control now. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on second and third, 4-2. 6 hits for the Power as that was rewarded as a hit. The pitch, inside, 2 balls, no strikes. To Fairbrother. Excuse me, Brazier. To Brazier. Runners are off east base. Bucalo gives them a look. Inside. Third pitch in a row that is inside for Bucalo. 3 balls, no strikes. No outs. Bottom of the second. 2 runs have been scored now for the Power. 3 balls, no strikes. As Brazier works a walk on a pitch low and inside. Bases are juiced now. Runners on first, second, and third. As Ben Julian calls timeout for the Doubledays. Pitchers meeting. Julio's time is done. As that is a call. Excuse me. Bucalo's time is done. As that is a call to the bullpen. With runners on first, second, and third. With no outs. Pitch meeting done. Give them some time to warm up, and we'll be right back. Warm-up pitches are being thrown as Bucalo was exchanged for James Moore, number 14, called to the bullpen by the head coach for the Doubledays, Ben Julian. A few more warm-up throws to go for Moore as Moore comes in with runners on first, second, and third. A home run given up by Bucalo to the left field, left center gap. Hit the scoreboard, then a double. Then another base hit, then an error that scored, and now a walk. Runners on every single base. As now batting for the Power is number 23, Jason Rodriguez, the catcher. Let's see if Moore can get the Doubledays out of this sticky situation with runners on every base as every runner advances, or if Rodriguez can advance the runners. Pitch. High. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch. That ball is crushed to left field. Caught up on the warning track. Runner is sent home. 1 down now for the Power, but an absolute smash to the warning track for Rodriguez that scores. And the Power now lead 5-2 against Doubledays with a 3-run inning so far in the bottom of the 4th. Brett Johnson now batting. Last at bat, got a hit for the Power. First pitch plunks him. Runners now on every single base. First, second, and third. Brett Johnson got hit. First pitch, fastball to the thigh. And now is the top of the lineup for the Power. Andrew Stillinger, the DH, number 30. First 2 pitches are balls outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners on every base with one down now. Third pitch is smacked to right field. Runners go home. 2-run score for the Power. It's now 7-2. 5-run inning so far for the Power. Stillinger hits a first. That clears second and third base. 7 runs to 2 for the Power. Runners on first and third now. Zach Evans up to bat. His last at bat struck out swinging. The shortstop. First pitch inside. Low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Andrew Stillinger. Zach Evans. Runner goes. Tag at second. Safe. Run scores home. Stillinger got a huge lead there. Throw was to second, not in time. As run scored at third. Scores now 8-2. Power up. 8-2. 6-run inning so far. 2 balls, no strikes. Time is called now. As it appears Stillinger is shaken up at second base. Third base coach goes out to check on Stillinger. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Appears Stillinger is okay. Might have tweaked his hamstring there, sliding. In some pain, but able to shake it off. Third base coach goes back to his position. 8-2, 7 hits for the Power, 4 hits for Auburn in this game, 1 error for Auburn. The pitch. Inside, high, 3 balls, no strikes for Zach Evans. 3-0, the pitch. Strike, right down the middle. 3 balls, 1 strike to Evans. The 3-1. Pitch is smacked. Third baseman makes a great grab. The throw to first in time. What an amazing play by James Musso. As Stillinger is able to advance to third on the throw. But Zach Evans was out at first. 2 down now for the Power. In the bottom of the 4th. Runner on third. Stillinger advances a little bit. Is now batting for the Power is number 44, Jackson Strong, the right fielder. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch. Ball's hit. First base side. Easy out for the Doubledays. As that wraps up the crazy 4th inning. The home run, double, bases juice, lots of runs there. As the Power now lead 8-2 going into the 5th. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Series, the Doubledays have teamed up with the City of Auburn to host these free family-friendly events. The July 28th show will feature the rock and roll and rhythm and soul of the Joe Whitey Band. Gates open at 5 o'clock, and they'll be featuring our full concession stand menu, including lots of ice-cold adult beverages. So please join us for this free concert. That's Friday, July 28th at 5 o'clock, right here at Falcon Park.
Welcome back. Fifth inning, top of the fifth. 8-2 Power. After a 5-run inning there. Now up for the Doubledays is Emil Sander, number 34. The center fielder, first pitch swung on, fouled back. No balls, 1 strike to Sander. Smith still pitching for the Power. Next pitch, swung on. The ball is hit to the shortstop. Picked up, flipped, out at first. 1 out for the Doubledays now. Great play by Zach Evans there. And now batting for the Doubledays, number 5, Carson Gross. That is the top of the order. In the top of the 5th now for the Doubledays. The shortstop. First pitch to the shortstop. Ball low, inside. One ball, no strikes. 1 down now for the Doubledays. Next pitch is ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. To the shortstop. The 2-0. Ball inside. 3 balls, no strikes. To Gross. See if Gross can work a walk here. A base hit eventually to get the Doubledays started now in the 5th. The next pitch. Called strike. Inside corner of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike to Gross. (3-1). Inside. Gross works a walk on 4 balls, 1 strike. And now batting is the second batter for the Doubledays. Riley Brody, number 45, the second baseman. With a runner on first, 1 down now in the top of the 5th. The reminder, this game is the first game of the doubleheader, only goes till the 7 innings. Gross works a little bit off of first base. Smith gives him a stare down. In his windup, throws back to first. Not in time. Gross gets back. You could tell Smith wanted to throw that ball back the entire time there. Brody in the box. Little practice swings. Right back. The pitch. Ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Gross got halfway to second there, but went back. Catcher gave him a look. 1 ball, no strikes. Gross advancing again. The 1-0. That ball is smashed deep right field, back against the wall. That ball is hit against the wall for a double for Riley Brody as Gross is at third as we get things going here for the Doubledays. Absolutely smashed against the wall to the right field side. Runners on second and third now with 1 down for the Doubledays. As Doubledays have 5 hits, Niagara Power have 7. The top of the 5th. Time was called there for a few seconds by Smith. We gathered some thoughts with his catcher. The 0-0 to Hazel Martinez. That ball is smashed too. Against the wall. Out. That ball is caught, but a runner advanced home. The score is now 8-3 as Hazel Martinez smashed one to the warning track against the wall, but allowed Gross to score from third as an easy tag up was made. But now was the cleanup batter for the Doubledays, Bobby Stang, with 2 down now. In the top of the 5th, 1 run was scored. Let's see if the catcher can work anything now for the Doubledays with 2 outs as runners still on third base. When runners advanced against the ball against the wall. The pitch, high for 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Stang. Stang takes a few practice swings. Smith ready to pitch again. Smith in his windup. Brody on third, advances. Pitch is swung. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball was swung on, but catcher was unable to grab it. Hit him right in the leg. Was down for a second, but got up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Brody advances a little bit off third. Smith gives him a look. Smith ready to pitch. The windup, the pitch. Ball just outside the Stang. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Two down for the Doubledays. Stang calls time. Smith kicks some dirt around there on the pitcher's mound. 2-1 to Stang, the cleanup batter. The pitch, outside, 3-1 to Stang with 2 down now. 75-mile-per-hour slider there, just outside of the plate. Let's see if Stang can work a walk now for the Doubledays. The 3-1, the pitch, high, outside. That is a walk for Bobby Stang with runners on first and third. And now batting for the Auburn Doubledays is A.J. Wenrich, number 3, the right fielder. With 2 down, runners on first and third, both corners of the base paths. Smith ready to go right away. Gives Stang a little bit of a look. Stang gets off the base a little bit. Catcher throws back to first. Not in time as Stang is able to work his way back to first base. Brody did not advance at all there at third, stayed at third. 1 ball, no strikes to Wenrich. 5th batter in this Doubleday lineup. The pitch, fouled back our way. 1 ball, 1 strike now. With 2 down, 8-3 in the top of the 5th. Smith ready to pitch. The pitch. That ball is fouled back. Left field side. Umpire needs a ball. Of course, the ball boy has a few. Gives home plate umpire about 5 balls there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wenrich with 2 down. Smith ready to pitch. Wenrich in the box, ready to hit. Count 1-2. Runners advance a little bit off of the bases. Smith ready to pitch. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2 to Wenrich. There's a slider outside there. Radar reading 33 miles per hour for some reason. The pitch. Ball is fouled. Hits Wenrich in the leg, but seems to be okay. Calls time for Wenrich there for a few seconds, but Wenrich is all right. 2-2. 2 down. Top of the 5th. 1 run was scored this inning. Smith gives Stang a look at first. Stang advances. Ball is fouled back our way, though, for the 4th foul ball of this at-bat. 85-mile-per-hour fastball right down the middle. Fouled back our way. Stang got to second base, but had to go back with 2 outs now. Smith giving Stang a look now. Saw him advance. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, high, outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count is full now to Wenrich. See if Smith can work the strikeout or Wenrich can get base hit. Ball 4 now. Smith called time there. Just his jersey. Wenrich back in the box. Stang advances. Count is full to Wenrich now. The 3-2. That ball is swung on. Infield pop out to the third baseman. And that ball is dropped by the third baseman. Infield pop out that was dropped. 1 run scores. And Stang works his way to third. Scores now 8-4. Easy pop out was dropped by Vincent Morrow. So runners on first and third now as Stang was able to work his way all the way to third on that. Wenrich on first. Both runners are off the bases. Next is Garrett Prosper, number 16. Ball is down the middle, swung on. Wenrich advances to second as the catcher drops the ball. Runners on second and third now. Oh, that ball was fouled, excuse me. Wenrich has to work his way back to first. So runners on first and third. That was a foul tip. Prosper foul tipped that, the left fielder. His last at bat, hit one to the second baseman for an out. The 0-1, that was a ball. The throw to second, not in time. Wenrich gets a steal for the Doubledays. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Wenrich beat that one out, beat the throw out. Rodriguez with a bullet to second base, just not in time for the speedy Wenrich. Runners on second and third now, top of the 5th. 2 runs have been scored now. Prosper is working a 1-1 right now. Runners advance, the pitch, foul back our way. Second foul ball of the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Prosper. Scores 8-4 now. The pitch, smacked. That ball is deep. Right field, gone. 3-run home run for Prosper as that ball was drilled to right field. So an infield pop out that was an error turns to a 3-run home run for Garrett Prosper. And boy, was that ball smacked. Fans in the audience are hyped up now at Falcon Park. Scores 8-7. Niagara Power only lead by 1 in the top of the 5th. Looks like Mike Gabriel calls time for the Niagara Power. Talks to Jacob Smith. Let him clear his thoughts and see if he pulls him. Doesn't look like he is. Looks like Jacob Smith is staying in now. Gabriel just wanted him to collect his thoughts there on the mound. Bases are cleared now. Scores 8-7. A 5-run inning for the Doubledays, coming off of a 6-run inning for the Niagara Power. With 2 down now. And now up bat for the Auburn Doubledays is Benji Reese, the extra hitter. His last at bat worked a single. Smith ready to pitch. The pitch. That ball is hit to the right fielder. And that concludes the Wild top of the 5th. 8-7, 5-run inning. First pitch swung on to the right fielder, and that is out. Close ball game now, 8-7. And we'll be right back.
Doubledays will return to action right here at Falcon Park tomorrow night when they take on the Syracuse Saltcats. First pitch is at 7:05, so please join us. That's tomorrow night at 7:05 against Syracuse.
Bottom of the 5th now. After 2 back-to-back crazy innings for the Niagara Power and the Auburn Doubledays. The score is 8-7. Time is 6:02 here at Falcon Park. James Moore ready to pitch, and now batting for the Power is Vincent Morrow, the third baseman. First pitch, and first pitch actually clips him. Free base for Morrow. Looked like it was inside, but he must have turned. Hit him right in the forearm. So runners on first. First pitch, hit. Morrow right in the forearm. And now batting for the Power is Billy Morris, second baseman. First pitch, called strike. Breaking ball, 69 miles per hour. Number 41, Billy Morris. Next pitch, check swung. He did go. No balls, 2 strikes. That ball was inside, but Morris swung, says the home plate umpire. Morrow off of first a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes. Throw back to the first baseman. Not in time. Morrow dives head back first. No balls, 2 strikes to Morris. Morrow was safe at first. Another throw back by Moore. A lot of M's on the field right now. No balls, 2 strikes to Morris. The pitch. Ball is fouled. Hits Morris in the leg, but he's able to walk it off. Ball is thrown back to first by Moore, but not in time. Morrow was able to get back. The 0-2. Ball is swung. Third base side, foul ball. Third foul ball of this at bat. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs, runners on first. Bottom of the 5th now. Moore ready to pitch. The pitch. That ball is swung on. Hit to the third baseman. enough time to get the out as Morrow advances to first. But the Power have one out now. Great play
Now batting the left fielder, number 3, Nick DiCarlo.
by the third baseman there. And now batting for the Niagara Power is Nick DiCarlo with a runner on second. First pitch, low inside. Morrow moves to third now. Wild pitch for Moore. Pitch got away from Bobby Stang there, the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 down, runner on third. Morrow advances, Moore the pitch to third. Checks the runner at third, goes to first, in time. We have 2 down now, bottom of the 5th. Score 8-7.
Number 13, Andrew Fairbrother.
2 back-to-back great plays by James Musso there. The pitch. Was low and outside, but Moore actually balked there as Morrow was able to score, making this a 9-7 ball game. Home plate umpire says moved his shoulders, looking at Morrow on third. 9-7, 1 run scored so far this inning. Next pitch is ball outside. No strikes here, 2 balls. To Andrew Fairbrother, the extra hitter. The pitch, foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strikes. To number 13, Andrew Fairbrother. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Bottom of the 5th, 1 run scored. The pitch, called strike, breaking ball, 70 mile per hour. Right down the middle there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. To Fairbrother. The pitch. That ball is smacked to center field. But that ball is caught. As that concludes the bottom of the 5th. As we work our way to the top of the 6th, a balk there scored Morrow from third. 9-7 ball game as we go to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the top of the 6th now. Doubledays ready to hit. 9-7 ball game. And now batting for the Doubledays is Hal Walker Jr., the first baseman, number 13. Beautiful day at Falcon Park still. Jacob Smith still pitching. The pitch just outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Hal Walker Jr. Next pitch. Swung on to the second baseman. Easy flip out to first as the Doubledays have 1 down now. Billy Morris with the play to first.
Now batting the third baseman, number 2, James Musso.
So 1 down now. Top of the 6th. James Musso up to bat now for the Doubledays. The third baseman, number 2. The pitch down the middle. And that ball is hit down the middle, but a crazy play by the shortstop. But the throw is wild. Not in time. Hit up the middle. Amazing diving play there for Zach Evans, but not in time. As Musso was able to beat it out. Runner on first now for the Doubledays with 1 down. Amazing grab, just not in time for the speedy Musso. And now batting for the Doubledays is number 34, Emil Sander, the center fielder. With runners on first now for the Doubledays. Smith gives him a look. The pitch, outside, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 down. One 0. Runner going. Throw to second. In time. Musso was out at second with 2 down now for the Doubledays. Two outs as Musso was caught stealing to second base. What a throw there by Jason Rodriguez, the catcher, to catch Musso stealing. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sander, though. With 2 down now for the Doubledays. The pitch. Breaking ball. Just a bit inside there. 2 balls, 1 strike for Sander, the center fielder. With 2-1 on him. The pitch. Swinging. Strike. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sander now. With 2 down. The 2-2 to Sander. The pitch from Smith. Strike 3. 3 down now for the Doubledays as that concludes the top of the 6th. Speedy 6th inning there. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back now to the bottom of the sixth. The score is 9-7. Niagara Power up to bat. The bottom of the sixth. The batter now for the Power is Cal Brazier, the first baseman, number 9. Against James Moore, the first pitch is swung on as that ball drops in the right field gap, just behind the first baseman. First pitch, swung and hit by Cal Brazier. With runners on first now for the Niagara Power. And now batting now for the Power is the catcher, Jason Rodriguez, number 23. Brazier gets a lead off of first. The pitch, right down the middle for strike one. Moore keep checking the first player on first base as he steps off, as Brazier gets a big lead there, but has to make his way back. Moore throws over to first, not in time. Brazier gets back on the bag. Brazier dancing around like crazy on the bases there. Brazier keeps dancing, distracting Moore, the pitcher, for the Doubledays, as he keeps throwing over to first base. One strike to to Rodriguez. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch was outside. Brazier didn't dance around that time. The 1-1, the pitch. Just outside, 2 balls, 1 strike to the catcher. The 2-1. Swung on. That ball is smacked to right fielder, who makes an easy grab. 1 down now for the Niagara Power with a runner on first base. Now up for the Niagara Power is Brett Johnson, the center fielder, with a runner on first. Runner goes on first. Brazier goes. The pitch to second is in time. Brazier is out. Brazier started dancing around right away. The pitch was a ball, but Brazier got out at second. What a throw there by Stang. Bobby Stang threw that on a bullet there to the short. Easy tag, the pitch. Hit to the third baseman. Easy throw. The out there, as that concludes the bottom of the sixth. Niagara Power did not score any runs there. James Moore works him way out of a runner on first. Score 9-7 as we go our way to the top of the seventh. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Top of the 7th now, 9-7. Doubledays need to score 2 runs to tie the game, and Niagara to get another at-bat, as this is the first game of the doubleheader. And now up for the Doubledays is Carson Gross, the shortstop. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Next pitch, clips Carson. Free base there for Carson Gross. This could get things going there for the Doubledays. Runner on first. And now up for the Doubledays is number 45, Riley Brody, the second baseman. Gross gets a little bit of a lead off first there. Jacob Smith still pitching for the Niagara Power. Gives Gross a look. The pitch. High for ball 1 to Brody. Gross dancing around there on first base. Smith gives him a look, 2 looks. In his windup. The pitch. High. And outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Riley Brody. Two balls, no strikes. Next pitch. Outside, just outside off the plate to Brody. 3 balls, no strikes. Smith threw that one just on the corner of the plate. Didn't like that one, though. Next pitch. That ball crosses the plate. 3 balls, 1 strikes to Riley Brody. Gross not moving around much on first after Smith kept looking him down there a couple times. But moving now a little bit. The next pitch, high and inside for ball 4 to Riley Brody. The Doubledays have runners on first and second. Head coach Mike Gabriel works his way out to the mound. This could conclude Jacob Smith's night. With runners on first and second. Gabriel had called time there. Go talk to his ace. Smith has pitched this entire game now. Only giving up 7 runs through 7. Smith is staying out there, though. Gabriel works his way back to the dugout. And now on deck for the Doubledays, Hazel Martinez, the DH, the third batter, number 29. With runners on first and second that both advance off the bases. Smith in his windup gives Gross a little look. The pitch just inside and high. 1 ball, no strikes to Martinez. Smith in the windup. Next pitch. Coming. That ball is smacked. Right field. Easy catch, though, as runner tags up. Gross makes his way to third. The throw not in time. Gross is on third with 1 down. Runners on first and third for the Doubledays. And now the cleanup batter and the catcher, Bobby Stang, up to bat. Ball was hit to right field, a line drive that was easily able to advance. Gross. Brody stayed on first there. Bobby Stang, the cleanup batter, ready to hit. Smith gives Brody a look. Gross gets off third. The pitch. Ball smacked our way. Foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. Catcher throws the ball back to Smith. Absolute bullet of a throw, though, by the right fielder. Just not in time for the speedy Carson Gross. Stang, few check swings in the box, ready to go. Smith ready to pitch. The pitch just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bobby Stang. Fans starting to cheer now for the cleanup batter, hoping he can work some magic in the top of the 7th to keep this game alive, score a run or two. Smith ready to go. The pitch right down the pipe. Stang doesn't like that one. Might have been just inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Stang. Disagreeing with the umpire's call there. Runner stays still. Stang takes a few practice swings. Smith ready to go, locked and loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Score 9-7. Niagara up. The pitch. Swung on. Stang strikes out swinging with 2 down. Smith works a strikeout to the cleanup batter. Stang works his way back to the dugout. And now up for the Doubledays. Potentially their last batter, unless some magic could work. A.J. Wenrich, number 3, the right fielder. Runners on first and third still, 9-7. 2 runs to tie, 3 runs to be in the lead. Top of the 7th now, the pitch from Smith. Breaking ball just outside, 73 miles per hour. 1 ball, no strikes to Wenrich. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. Called strike outside corner of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Runner staying put on bases. 2 down now. Wenrich ready to go. Smith ready to go. The pitch. Strike outside corner of the plate. Wenrich doesn't like that call at all. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Smith ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That ball is swung on. Hits the umpire. A foul ball back. Home plate umpire down. Time is called. Everyone going to check on Wallace. He is shaken up quite a bit. Home plate umpire able to get up. Shaken up quite a bit though. Ben Julian checks on Wallace. So does the athletic trainer. Wallace appears to be all right, but time is still called. Base umpire comes in, checks on his co-worker, plate umpire. Umpire appears to be all right. Smith wants a new ball with 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a foul ball back with 2 down. Smith ready to go. Wenrich ready to go. Hit to stay alive, keep the game going. To the bottom of the 7th. 9-7. Niagara up. The pitch fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. 2 foul balls of this at bat so far. Smith ready to go. Wenrich ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down now. The pitch. That ball is swung, chopped to the shortstop. Easy flip to first. He's out. That is 3 outs. Auburn does not like that call at all. Believe that he pulled his foot at first base. But that wraps up this game. 3 outs now for the Niagara Power. That concludes game 1 of today's doubleheader with a final score of 9-7. Niagara win. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the second game of tonight's doubleheader at 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in for the first game. We'll be right back.